Hello, my dream bees, and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here and to talk more about Ayurveda philosophy with you. So let's get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about the three Maha Gunas. These are three major topics in yoga because these gunas help us deal with our balances and our weaknesses. So the key is always bringing us back into balance. The three Maha Gunas are Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. Now, according to Ayurveda, we are constantly searching for a life with more Sattva. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you the differences of these three gunas, how they help bring our body in and out of balance, and how we can achieve more Sattva in our everyday lives. So let's get right into it. So the Maha Gunas. In our everyday lives, we see that we have these tendencies, these habits that come out of us naturally, that sometimes are helping us and sometimes really bringing us out of balance. Now, we can consider the Maha Gunas as tendencies of the mind. Because each dosha is so different and made up of different qualities and different elements, we're all going to have different tendencies. So, for example, if someone has too much fire in their bodies, if they are a very strong, dominant pitta dosha with a lot of fire, their tendency of the mind can be very sharp, very angry at times. So maybe their tendency is that they get overly angry very easily. They have a hard time controlling that fire. Maybe sometimes they can be impulsive or explosive. So the Maha Gunas are showing us what elements help us with these tendencies. Now, let's get into Rajas. Our Rajas shares the qualities of water and fire. Now, which dosha follows these same qualities is our pitta. Rajas does follow the same tendencies of a pitta dosha, but that does not mean that only people with a strong pitta will feel these tendencies. We all need all of the three Maha Gunas in order to live. We all need them in order to move, to change, to think. So let's keep it specific with Rajas. Rajas, having a lot of fire and water, is what is helping us with movement. It helps us with change. Rajas helps us with making decisions in our everyday lives. It helps us be able to be productive, proactive, to go for things. Using that fire, we are able to make decisions and follow them. We are able to be inspired by life. That fire represents so much life and vitality that we're always searching and moving and going. If we have too much of that fire, maybe we're moving too quickly. Maybe we're moving without calm. Sometimes we can be moving but without direction and focus. So Rajas is also helping us with this sense of pleasure. When we think of fire and light, it's also about enjoying those things in life. We have to enjoy each other's company. We have to enjoy love, enjoy laughter. These are very vibrant qualities. Rajas also helps us to brainstorm, to think outside the box, to think about our dreams and our goals. So we need Rajas, all of us, in order to really go for things. So when you're feeling stuck and slow, you have to make sure that you are thinking about your Rajas and you're doing things to help bring movement, to help bring water and fire. And when you feel that you have too much Rajas, that things are out of control, we have to slow it down, stop with the moving, and find our sense of stability. Let's go into our next guna. Our next Maha Guna is Tamas. Tamas is represented by the quality of the earth. Now, which dosha mirrors this quality? It is Kapha. Now, similar to that Kapha dosha, the earth is always helping us with stability, with a sense of grounding, safety, protection, things that are a bit slower paced, so that way we can recenter. We know that we need rajas to move, but we also need moments where we are very grounded. So it's not just for people of the Kapha dosha. Now we're really starting to understand that we all need these qualities that we see in the elements. So Tamas is helping us be stable, but let's relate it to the mind. Mentally, we need to know when to center our thoughts, when to think about things that are helping us in a positive way. Sometimes we can feel too quick. We need to recenter and connect to the ground. Tamas can also represent a sense of darkness. Now we're not talking about light. Things that can be a little bit darker sometimes help us be calm. We don't want to be too calm where we're stuck, but we want to be calm enough that we're making the right decisions, that we're slowing things down. Tamas can be so important because when we find that calm, then we can start to heal. This is an amazing quality. So that way when we need to grow and heal, we can really look to that sense of darkness to focus on everything that's on the inside. Sometimes rajas is moving, it's very outward. Tamas, we can really start to go inward. So darkness doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be something that is very cozy, reassuring, something that protects you. And our last Maha Guna is Sattva. What is Sattva? We talk so much about this when we are doing yoga philosophy. Sattva is really the goal of yoga. It is represented by the qualities of ether and air. And what does that remind us of? Ether and air reminds us of the Vata dosha. And the Vata dosha is something that is very light and airy, very spacious. Now, why is Sattva light and airy and spacious? Because it is all about peace. It is that tendency of the mind that is eternal. It is calm and serene. That is similar to our samadhi. Living a sattvic lifestyle helps you get towards samadhi and enlightenment. So that is why we always say, live life with more sattva. Now, the key to sattva is all about balance. When our rajas is moving and our tamas is grounding, we want to bring this all together and find our sense of balance, where everything is equal. We have equal parts of all the elements, all working in unity. And once you have all of those elements working together tightly, very similar to the chakras, once all of the chakras are aligning, you get to that sense of space and air in the top of the crown. This is where our sattva is thriving. So we want to live life with peace. Live life very calmly but consciously. So that way we know exactly who we are. And this is all about being true to yourself. So doing the things that help your mind be stable, that help your mind feel balanced. It won't be the same as somebody else because they have different tendencies. They have other weaknesses based on their elements. But you, what helps you feel balanced? So for example, is it having a moment of silence throughout your day? Maybe it's taking a nap so that way you stop moving. It's all about finding the opposites. So if you find that you move too much, go to the opposite and find your balance. If you find that you're too stuck, let's get moving. If you find that you're angry, find your peace. So this is all about sattva. Make sure that you're listening to yourself, you're being kind with yourself on your yoga journey. And find ways that make you feel really, really good. So, thank you for being here, for listening. I hope that you learned something new. Maybe it was interesting to you. I will go more about Ayurveda philosophy. So if you have any other topics that you would like to discuss, please comment down below and I'd be happy to share them with you. So thank you so much, everyone, and namaste.